Hi there, it's Elaine here and welcome back to my channel, Chattylaine Creates. Today I am going to show you some cutout and collage books that I got. The lovely Nicole from Relax Cut Glue, she does like to enable these lovely books. So there's 4 books that are cut out collage, and then I've got some of these, they're wrapping papers, and you can see they're like folded into 4 into the book, and then you can use them as a wrapping paper or you can just cut the figures out or whatever. So I've got 3 of those to show you. But we'll start with the cutout and collage books. So I've got a couple that she hasn't shown, but the big one, the 4th one, I'll tell you about that when we get to it. So this one, yeah, sorry you can see some of my stuff at the top of my desk, partly because I've had to alter the angle on my video, my screen, my camera, what's it called, a phone, yeah, my camera phone, because these are so big, these ones, and I wanted to try and get as much of it in as possible. Not that it really matters because they do repeat. So we'll start with the Fairy Tales and Fables. So these are by Kitty Rose Vintage, and they do all sorts of these cut out and collage books, which are lovely. But I've chosen this one because it's not quite what you would normally get in them. The fairy tales are not Disney type fairy tales, but they are those stories, obviously. And so they're the Grimm brothers and Hans Christian Andersen. I don't think I've got any of those in here, I don't know. But mainly sort of the Grimm brothers, fables and that. So we've got Red Riding Hood. So they're very sort of vintagey looking. Hence Kitty Rose Vintage. Most of her stuff is vintage looking. And oh God, I can't even turn the page. So they're all they're not, they tend to be square images that you can use as focal images or whatever. And there's some words and stuff like that in here. So I'm going to do a quick flick through and just give you a little taster of what they're like. I think they're really pretty, and I would like to see the Brothers Grimm, Hansel and Gretel. This picture's lovely, very, very oldie, vintagey. So yeah, these are quite nice to look through, and you can cut them out and use them on postcards and tags and things like that to make embellishments and things to go in your junk journal, if that's what you'd like to do with them. I do intend to make a grimoire stroke fairy tale type junk journal probably at some point, and hopefully you can see these all right. Yeah, sorry about my pot. Let's move my pot out of the way. That's a bit better, isn't it? Thumbelina. Yeah, I don't quite know how I'm going to do it yet, which is why I haven't done it. But these are going to be quite useful. I do have some Rackham. I bought a couple of digital kits from people on Etsy, and I think one was by Mrs. Cogs. She's a junk journal maker here on YouTube. and she has made quite a few different types of this type of thing, you know, sort of themed junk journals. She's done, I think she's done Wizard of Oz and things like that, so I bought a few of her kits that are relevant to the ones that I would like to do myself. Wizard of Oz has been one of them. Alice in Wonderland is another one. I've got quite a lot of Stamperia papers and things like that for that. Snow Queen, they're lovely, aren't they? Some of them are a little bit small, but they're quite nice for a kind of a little embellished topper, you know, on a tag or something. And there's the alphabet. These are lovely, aren't they? And a few more there at the end. Square images, sorts of things, and that's the end of that one. So that's that one. That's Fairy Tales and Fables by Kitty Rose Vintage. Look at that, that's gorgeous, isn't it? I've always liked Red Riding Hood because she wears a red cloak and I love red, so there we are. So this one's Gothic Junk Journal pages, and they are very small pages. I have actually done this video already, and I had my setup wrong, and you could see all the way over here and stuff. So I thought, oh, I'm going to have to redo that again. So here we are. This is take 2 of going through these. So yes, I did it yesterday and looked at the video last night and thought, oh God, I need to redo that now. So it's quite late at night at the moment. It's about 11 o'clock in the evening on the 1st of August. Can't believe it. August already. Yeah, so these are Gothic. And you can see they're kind of like 2 pages. So I don't quite know why they've done it like this. But, I mean, you can just use them as a, you know, a square embellishment really. And they are all the same, and they do have this as a background on each one. So you can use them as a page, but they're so small. It's a bit too small for me. So you can just cut them out and use them, fold them and make a page with them. But that's probably not how I'm going to use it. I'll probably use them as, you know, embellishments. These are sort of a bit bigger. These are half the page. Aren't they lovely? Well, they're pretty sort of, I don't know, it's not really sinister, but because they're skulls, I suppose. But they've really prettied them up, and I thought it was quite nice. I like them. So yes, I do like the slightly darker side to Halloween and sort of that type of thing. I'm not really into cutesy as such. Not really. This Gothic stuff, like the people, it's not really my thing, but they would look nice as embellishment, I think. But this, I love these. These are fabulous. I think they are, what size are they? They're not, well, they're about 2.5 inches in diameter, roughly. Probably slightly under that. So if I do have a 2.5 inch stamp, punch, I mean. You'd probably get a bit of a white border around them. But they're nice to embellish things. So I thought, well, that'd be great from a Halloween journal. There's some tags here. Oops. There's a few this way. Oh, that one's that way. I quite like them. They're dark and yet they're very colourful, which is quite unusual. Usually they're a little bit just dark normally, but I can't believe there's quite a lot of colour to them. these pink flowers and things all over the stocks, isn't it? They're tiny little tags, they are. Pocket. So yeah, they're geared for a junk journal really, and I quite like them. I can use them on whatever I want to do them for really. So that one's, I don't know, does it say who it's made by? I don't know if this is a Kitty Rose one as well. Peter Paper Publishing. No, it's not Kitty Rose one. So that's that one. I will put links to the UK Amazon. I got them all off Amazon. I'll put the links to each book if you want to go and check them out yourself. If you're in America, sorry, I'll do the British one, and then at least you might be able to find them on the American one if you have them. This is also Peter Paper Publishing. God, I can't say that too fast, can you? Peter Paper Publishing. These are basically fairy tale animals. So they're all animals dressed up in Victorian attire, as it says, adorned in elaborate Victorian attire. And yes, I just thought they're lovely because they're not just one thing. There's cats, dogs, wolves, foxes, and they're all in different. I like these ones. These are pretty, really nice colours. Some of them are funny, some are a bit. See, he looks really angry. He does. He's a bit wild looking, isn't he? So yeah, they're all really lovely. The only thing is, some of them look a little bit sort of as if they're not quite crisp, and I don't know whether they're supposed to be like that, so to soften them, I don't know. See, this one, I'm not sure about this one. See that one in the middle? It looks a little bit like it's not. I don't know. I think they are supposed to be like that. It's just maybe it's just the way I'm looking at them. See that one? They look a little bit more crisper. I don't know if you can tell the difference really. Let's bring it up to you. They're a lot more crisper looking compared to the ones on the previous page, which look a little bit more sort of softer. Whether you can tell on camera really, but I love them. Foxy, he looks very serious, doesn't he? These are a little bit all over the place, I suppose, to fit them in. He looks a bit wild, doesn't he? He's quite a pale fox. But I love the dress, the way they're dressed. I just think they're really sort of different to some of the other sort of styles of this type of thing with the animals in clothing. I've seen canine ones and cat ones, and if you do go to Nicole at Relax Cut Glue, she keeps showing different cut and collage books. Some have been sent to her, some of them she's bought herself, and she tends to show them because everybody then goes and hunts for them like I do. So yeah, she is a bit of an enabler, if I can get the words out. I love him. He looks fabulous. He looks a bit sort of piratey, doesn't he? Really, a bit piratey, these ones. So yes, these will be fun to cut out. They're not too difficult to cut out, I don't think. And they're all sorts. Look at him, he's lovely, isn't he? I like him. Love his hat. Got top hats on. These are all crowns. Some of them are the odd steampunky ones. And he's very regal looking, isn't he? And some little groupings on pairs. Oh yes, I love these in their armour. Oh, and then we're on to frogs. I'm not much of a frog fan, but they are quite good fun. And yeah, so I thought I'd show you a little flick through of each one, because especially on our Amazon, they never show you the pages inside the book. All they do is show you the cover. You might get maybe the back cover or one page inside if you're lucky, but they very, very rarely show pages of inside the book, so you never really know what you're going to get. But I must admit, this cover on this one, there's some moisies, rabbits, and that's that one. So, but I mean, this one really shows the cover what's going on in the book anyway, which is not too bad. But some of them don't give a lot away. So that one is also Peter Paper Publishing, or what they call it. This is the one that I was desperately trying to find on our UK Amazon. Poor Toast is the author of this. This is volume 2. Nicole recently had a giveaway. She often speaks to this author. He's called Poor Toast. I think it's in the back. Yes, there we go. Poor Toast. I'll bring it up to the camera a little bit so you can see it. And he's got quite a large selection of cut-out and collage books. There's 500 images in this one, and he's got about 6 volumes of this one, this type. And I mean, they're pretty thick. It's quite an amazing size of a book. And she had a few she was giving away, and one of them was volume 2. I think she had 5 and another one, I can't remember. There was about 3 she had. And he gave her a couple of books to use as giveaways. I'll start flicking through it so that you can see what's going on inside while I chat. So they're all in grouping. So we start with botany. There's animals, food, then houses, then decoration. So the decoration one is a little bit of a mishmash of anything really. But the first lot of images are all flowers. And they've all got different backgrounds to each page, as you can see. And I think he also has some books with just what he would call scrapbook papers, which he uses on the back of all of the images. So say for instance you didn't like a particular image, you can use the background paper instead of the image, for instance. So yeah, they're ephemeral images, and he also does some in ATC size images, so you can put them on your ATCs. If you don't know what that is, they're artist trading cards, 2.5 by 3.5 inches. They're basically you're trading art in a small sort of card size. Basically it is the same size as a playing card. So yes, if you want to, you know, a standard pack of card size playing cards. So yeah, these are very kind of watercolory looking. I have no idea whether he creates the pictures himself. I don't know how he does it, but he does have about 6 volumes of this sort, I think there is, and then there's loads and loads. So I'll give you a link to this particular book that I've got on our UK Amazon, and you can actually then go into him as an author, and if you go down the listing in this particular book, if you go into the see the author or whatever it says, to go to the author's page, and then it tells you all about him, and then you'll be able to find all his other books under him, because obviously he has a lot of them. Because when I first looked him up, I couldn't find it on Amazon, and I was really disappointed, because obviously Nicole, when she did her giveaway, it was only open to the US. She said she is going to do an international one at some point, but not just yet. And I thought, well, you know, I can't enter that competition, obviously, being in the UK. And so I thought I would go and see if I can hunt them out myself. Now, the reason I bought Volume 2, one was because of the giraffe. I love giraffes. But also, it's got guinea pigs in it. And if you know me, my daughter has guinea pigs. Well, that's not technically true. We lost Pepin earlier on this year, a couple of months ago. And Mary is on his own at the moment, and we need to hunt for a buddy for him. Now, things have been happening. My mum's moving house, and I've had lots of things going on, and we still haven't got round to finding him a buddy yet, but we will. She's filled out most of the various criteria for rescuing a guinea pig at some of the rescue places that they're not particularly close, but they're not too far away. They are a bit of a drive, but probably about an hour or so drive to get to the one that we're looking at. There is one in Dunstable, which is where I live, but she doesn't have any single males at the moment, because what a lot of the rescue places do is they get the males neutered and put them in with the females, which is, she's not happy having him neutered, Mary neutered. So we just need to get him a new male buddy to keep him company, because you shouldn't have guinea pigs on their own. They are herd animals. I mean, when she gets her own place, I'm sure she'll get a slightly bigger herd, but at the moment, while she's in her bedroom here, she can just only have the two, because that's just about the room she's got for them. So yes, that's main reasons why I bought this one, is because of the guinea pigs, and I love the little llama. I think he's a llama or an alpaca, whichever one it is. Look at the bees, he's cute, isn't he? And the little puppies. That's a llama, or one of them. I don't know. I can't remember the difference between them. Something to do with their ears and stuff. But it's the giraffes as well. They're all dressed up, the giraffes in here. And I love giraffes. So that's the main reason why I wanted this one, because of the giraffes and the guinea pigs. There's another one. And the dogs are cute as well. And little, it might even be a lamb actually. Is that a lamb? I don't know. It looks a bit tall to be a lamb. And there these doggies and woofers. The fish is colourful. And yeah, he's so cute. Look at him. So yeah, I like the animals in here. And then we're going on to food. And lots of lovely cakes and stuff, which I also love, which is another reason why I like this one. I mean, they're all different. They've all got different pictures in them. I don't think he duplicates them in any of his books. I don't know. As I say, I've only got this one. But I thought I'd give you a little flick through. I won't go too slow, because, you know, we still don't want it too long, this video. I just wanted to show you what I got. Now the reason I'm showing is because I spent my birthday money, which I haven't got round to sorting out what I wanted to have for my birthday from my mum, and so she bought me all these. I bought them with my birthday money that she gave me. Just the 4 books, just these 4 that I'm showing you now. This one was quite expensive because it is quite a big book. The others were around the £10 mark, but this one was, I think, £18 something on our UK Amazon. I think they were on offer on the American one, but I don't know whether the offer's still on. The ice cream, I love the ice cream. And then we're into houses, all sorts of houses. What the frog's doing there, I don't know. Houses, old iron, and steampunk hat. Chairs are nice, I quite like the chairs. It looks like a beachy type house, that one. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Some instruments. Lots of houses. They're really pretty. It's all steampunky. I like steampunk. I need to make a steampunk journal at some point as well. I'll be able to use that in here, won't I? It's a cute jug. I like that. A bookshop. That's nice. So yeah, there's a right old mixture in here of all sorts of things. Let's just flick a bit more. Old gramophone record player. Umbrella's pretty. Phones. Ooh, look, armour. So yeah, there's some lovely stuff in here. And then at the back there's some vehicles, old cars. Oh, forklift truck. I'm not quite sure when you'd want to use that, but there we go. You never know if you need one. Fire engine, police car. They're obviously American because I think the guy is probably American. And that's the end of that one. It tells you about the author there. So that's that one. That's all the 4 cut out and collage books. And then these ones are, hopefully there won't be too much glare. It's a little bit there, isn't it? Because it's quite shiny. These ones are quite shiny. So I have 3 of these. These I bought a while ago. And I bought the 1950s and the 1920s fashion because they're my 2 favourite eras. And I bought the butterflies as well. So let's start with the butterflies. Now these are wrapping papers. That's a nice start to the book, isn't it? English and French, German and Spanish. So basically they're perforated along this edge and they're folded in half and then in half again. So I think I might have split one of them somewhere. So you can sort of see, you can see inside. So you tear them off and they open out to full size wrapping paper. But I could cover books with them. Or you could, like these are all individual. They repeat, obviously. You know, there's the repeat just in that bit alone. So yeah, you can use them how you like. Yeah, I might cover some books with them, or especially the fashion ones. I will probably cut out some of the ladies individually and use them in a collage or something like that. Yes, and they can make backgrounds. I'm not particularly keen on that one. It's a bit of a greeny grey colour, which is not really my thing. I don't really like those sorts of colours. And some blue ones. So yeah, there's 12 in each book. I think it's 12, yeah, 12 large sheets of high quality paper. So that's the butterfly one. And then 1950s fashion. And again, they're all wrapping papers, but they repeat. So, you know, you could cut both of those out, or you could cut all three of those out and just use them in collage, really. Same with these. You know, there are some that are slightly joined together, but I think you could easily cut. I love this one. Brilliant. She might just about cut out, or you could take her out with it, both together. I love the red pages. And there's blue pages, a couple of those, and some black and white lingerie ones. Bedtime wear, I suppose. And then some browny orangey kind of colour. It's a little bit more orangey, isn't it? They're lovely. I love them. So yes, you might be seeing them pop up in the future. These are sort of coats, aren't they? Nice wintry ones we could use them for. They've got coats on as well as dresses. So that's the 1950s one. I'll try and find the links to these because I've had these quite a while. But again, Nicole, the enabler, she put me onto these as well. And I thought, oh, I've got to have some of them. They're made by Pepin. And they're called Gift and Creative Papers. They're basically gift wrap. Yeah, so these are 1920s ones. Start with the red. These are mixture, green, purpley, red. Then there's some nice neutral ones. Fairly neutral anyway. These are very kind of, a little bit kind of Egyptian-y looking to me. I don't know why, but they seem that way a bit. Still 1920s, but yeah, maybe it's just the way they use the patterns and things, I don't know. Some black and whitey type ones. True black and white, and these have got splashes of brown. Yes, so they're different, aren't they? They're very sort of stylised in this particular one, I think. I think it's just the era, the way they drew them in those days, sort of at that time of 1920s. I just think they're really, really. I mean, look at that one. That's completely on its own. You can easily pull them out, can't you? And then that's it for them. So I thought I'd give you a little quick flick through. I do have some other things, but I bought some stencils and some stamps. I found the stencils, but I can't find the stamps. I'm not sure what I've done with them. So that's from Lemon Creation. Yes, I bought a couple of bits off her just recently. And this is what I went in to find. I bought these quite a few months ago, but I went in to find this and came out with 4. So yeah, I had a lovely time hunting those out. So I hope you enjoyed my little flip through of some of my cut out and collage books. and my, well, I mean, they are kind of cut out and collagey because you can cut them out individually, so they're all a little bit like that really, even though these are wrapping paper type. So yes, that's it from me, and I'll hope to be back soon with another video. It's a bit long since the last one, sorry about that. It's just I've had a few other things to deal with. My internet's been playing up and I've been trying to sort that out, which hasn't been fun, but they have sent me a new router box now and I'm hoping it's sorted, but I'm not quite sure at the moment. It keeps playing up a bit still, I think. Well, my daughter says it is, so we'll see. We'll give it another few days, see if it settles down. So I'll put all of the links to these books on Amazon in my description box. I don't have any affiliated links or anything like that. It's just if you like them, makes it a bit easier to find them. And as I say, the different, I mean, this Kitty Rose one, which one's the Kitty Rose one? She has lots of different books, and I've actually, you know, that's kind of the author stroke company that produced them, and there's quite a lot of different types of these that you can find. Once you get the author, same with this one, you know, they put them, they all pop up then. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed my little flicky through, and I will be back soon with probably a glue book video, and we'll see how that goes. So thank you for watching. Keep well, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.